following on from last month's update where we looked at the brickwork and scaffolding setup workflow that I'd done and the progress made on that, I thought I'd do a quick demonstration on how the setup for measuring drainage is going and what's been changed, what improvements, and just also give you a quick demonstration of what you can do when you're measuring drainage to get the most out of it. So I've got this site here, part of the site. It's only part of the site, but that doesn't matter for this, the purposes of this. So you can see here the adoptable is greyed out. At the moment we're on a scale of 1 to 200, but the adoptable is greyed out, so that's a bit of an issue. We haven't got any levels on or cover levels on these manholes, but we can put something to that. So that's the site plan we're going to want to work with. Now what we have got is we've got some manhole schedules, and we've got this drawing here which has got all the adoptable information on it. This is at 1 to 500 and the site plan's at 1 to 200, but we can still work with that. In our spreadsheet we've got some standard details. We're now just down to 2 pages on our spreadsheet, and I think it's only just over 1 meg, this file now. This page has just got a link to my drainage setup where I'm going to save a folder. That's it. And this is where everything else is done. As I said, you've got some standard things here: inspection details for inspection chambers, yard gullies, rodding eyes, etc. At the moment, we've got nothing in the manhole table, and we've got nothing in the drainage runs table. Over here, where all the answers come out, we've got nothing either. So first thing we're going to need to do is put our manhole schedules in. Now, as we saw earlier, if I go back to Bluebeam, this is our manhole schedule. We don't want to be typing all of that in if we can help it, and if you've got 500 manholes over 5 or 6 pages, you definitely don't want to be typing that in. So one thing we can quickly do is we can go to File, Export, Excel Workbook, Page Region. Now what I'm going to do is do that, mark up that, I'm going to save that information, and hopefully it's going to open a spreadsheet for me. Here we go. So I can now use these details. I'm gonna have to do this in sections, but let's copy. Let's start working with this. Let's correct all these heights first. Let's put those all to 15. That's a bit better. So we've got the reference, and we're going to need cover level, invert level. And we're going to need the diameter, but we are going to need a bit more than that. So let's put a quick. Why have I gone over there? Okay, I've gone too high with that. Let's come down here. Let's just go X, V, and then what we're going to do is come over and do a bit of a formula. So I want that, and then on every other row, balance. So let's come down here, here. There we go. That'll do for now. And we can do the same for the foul. And covers and invert levels. And we can take this formula, paste it in there, and that's what we want. And this doesn't line up exactly, so let's do that. I know I've got some spaces in here, but well, what can we have a quick look at on that? So I highlight that and go F5, special blanks. Okay. Then I should be able to go right click, delete, shift cells up. So there's my table for that one. Once again, F5, special blanks. Okay. While I'm over one of those, click delete, shift cells up. Okay. So let's start working with this. I'll highlight these bits first, copy, then back over to my other spreadsheet. I'm going to need to put in here adoptable storm. I can drag that down, and I'm going to put it just in here, roads, and I'm going to drag that down, back to my other spreadsheet, manhole types, back here. So where we've got the blanks, I'm just going to delete those out. And backfill is going to be concrete if they're in the road. Once again, drag that down, get rid of that and that, and then we can come back across for our foul. Control C, back across. Now obviously we've only got a few manholes here, but if we had 500, then it's still the same process. It's not going to take much longer because all you're doing is copy and pasting. So that's that, and I need the other details, which is the manhole size. Control C, back across. Control Shift V to post only the values, and Control C. Okay, so from that, that's our manhole scheduling, and what we can see from that, if I go across here, is we're already starting to populate this information. Okay, so over this end, we've got some details for these bits here are picking up off of another page, but I should have refreshed this before we started, but it doesn't matter. You can see under the roads, we've got all of our manholes. This is the quantity, and this is the values of those manholes. The rates aren't live or up-to-date ones. I've just put some figures in a table. So here we go. You can see all of that. Okay, so that's our manholes in. So the next thing we need to do is we need to start measuring. We don't need that anymore, but let's jump across to here. We're not going to measure all of this. If I come here for my adoptable foul, let's just mark a bit of this up. So I'm going to go from there, there, there. Oh, let's do a couple more. Down from there. To there. And there. Now we've got our markup list down here. So what we're going to do is we can see on that all 150, 150, 150, 150, so I can start filling in some details. First of all, we can highlight all of those. and I'm going to say the pipe diameter is 150. It's already pre-populated with clay and granular backfill. Come over here. So first of all, I can do this one very dull. I'll go this one first because I'm flowing out. So pipe start is F1, F2, this one, F2, F6. This one is F3 to F4. And this one's F4 to F5. Now I've done that wrong, I haven't split it, so I can just come on here and say split. So this one is F4, F5, F5, F6. And what I'm going to do is I'll do a bit of the storm as well. So here I'm going to start these. I'm going to go granular and clay. I've got some more row gullies here. I won't do all of these. This should just give you the idea. Granular. Right, so these ones. First one, I think. No, this is the first one. So that's going to S1. Don't need to fill in the details from the second one because it's exactly the same. Then we're going S1, S2, 225 pipe, row gully, S1 to S2. Next one's the same, and then we're going S2 to S3. That's 225 pipe again. So obviously we want to get these onto the other drawing, but they're to the wrong scale. So we're going to cheat a bit here, and what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to select my foul first of all, down to here. That's all of those. There's a way to do this. I'm going to go Control G to group those together, and then I'm going to say add to tool chest where I've got temporary tools. That's fine. And now I want to come to my storm. Highlight that. I'm going to go Control G, and I'm going to add that one to my tool chest as well. Add to tool chest, temporary tools. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to my proper drawing, and I want to put those markups on there. So what I can actually do is select that. Looks right at the moment, so this is a different scale drawing, but we're going to put that on there, and I'm going to move it into the right place. That looks about right. Same with the storm. So this is at a different scale, but it was all working. Right, that looks about right. And by doing that, what I've got to do now is select those. If I Control Shift G, ungroup. Do one at a time, I believe. Ungroup. And you'll see down here in my markup list, I've got all the details brought across. I've still got all the labels. I've got all the layers. And yeah, so that's my foul drainage in there. Now, what I can do quickly is show you how far that brings us. If I come down here, export the CSV, and go to drainage demo here, select folder, okay, And then what I should be able to do is go back to my spreadsheet. Oh, that's the wrong one, that one. And if I hit refresh, hopefully it will go and find those measures. There we go, there's the measures just been brought in. It comes up with a couple of warnings like we've got end depth greater than the start depth. Well, that's okay. I mean, I need to change a couple of these bits around here, but we can see here. Start depth is manhole is 1.953, ending at 1.48, but that's because the site's on the slopes. That's okay. But what that also does is over here, we've got all those measures brought in, and we get things like rocker pipes down on here. In the storm, we've got details brought across like Y junctions because we've joined onto the road gullies onto a run, etc. So we've brought across all of the details. We've got cleaning pipe work, we've got testing pipe work, we've got rocker pipes, what materials they are, etc. What I didn't do is allocate them to roads. Let's have a quick look at that then. If I go back across to here, I think on here we have some road details. Drainage to part 2 here. So that's road 7. This is, I'm assuming this is road 8. Well, let's put that to road 7 and that to road 8 for now. If I go back here, if I hit Shift O, I can circle those down to there. And under location, I'm going to put road 7. And under these ones, Shift O, and I've just got this couple here. And that's going to be road 8. Ooh. Okay, should have corrected the caps lock. Road 7, so I can select all those again. Let's just tidy that up. Why has it got to road 2? Road 7. So that's it. Now I should be able to export those again. CSV. Okay. Back to the spreadsheet. And if I now refresh, there we go. The measures are split between road 7 and road 8. So that's a good starting point. Now with the plot drainage, it's all a similar thing. So let's go to these ones up here. If I want to measure the plot drainage, and I'm going to just come here for all these houses here. So that's my starts at the sill vent pipe, 100mm pipe, UPVC, as that backfill, and I can literally just mark these up really quickly. Let's just do, let's go through them very quickly. Only got a couple more here. We're going to say that all these first manholes are shallow inspection chambers, which makes things a lot easier. Right, so that's those, and then we're going to have as dug UPVC pipes. So I'm going to come from here to here, here, down to here. We've got a couple of ones where we join on Ys. This one goes across the parking area, etc. And I probably need to allow a bit of granular fill across different pipes. So I'm just going to put that in the granular. And then I'm going to go, this one's alright in as dug. Now this to me, I'm going to put in adoptable and granular. Actually, no, let's change that. Let's undo that. Because under here, we actually have got, under the private file, we should have granular and clay. So let's put that in. So that's that marked up. So in order to get these to work, first one ends at an SVP. Sorry, ends at an SIC. Work our way down. These will end at SIC, so I don't need to put any more details in. Right, here we go. So let's start an SIC, and then we go to this one. So 137.685848. So that's about 137.5. Yep. So I'm going to call that an IC 1250, and then I'm going to say IC 1250 to 137.49. That gets deeper there. Let's call that another IC 1250, and that is an SIC to an IC 1250. IC 1250. That's the run, and then these ones SIC. SIC, SIC, and that ends at the IC 1250, coming down a bit further. This one, IC 1250, and that's going to 137.7, 138.1 there. Let's call that something a bit different. IC 1500. Now, I'd normally take a bit more time going through this and actually putting some correct levels in, but we're just doing this very quickly at the moment. And that's an IC 1500 going to 137.53. Let's call that another. Say it's in the heart, so I'll call that an HIC 1500. That one didn't have any pipe size on it. 100. Wasn't pre-populated, and this one goes from HIC 1500, and that was manhole F1, and that's so that's a natural, so that's 150mm pipe for now. So that gives us everything measured there. What we need to do very quickly is allocate some of these. If I go Shift O and come down to here, that's plot 106. So, plot 105, Shift O, 104, Shift O, 103, and lastly, Shift O, 102. Now I'm actually going to allocate this to 102 on this for now, but maybe I would look at that differently if I was measuring the whole job, but let's put that in 102, and let's put these in plot 99. Okay, so we should all be allocated. We're sorting on creation date. Yeah, so hopefully that should be it. So I'll just save that, hit CSV, OK, jump back across to our spreadsheet, which is this one. So we've got our table here. Let's refresh that. It's brought in all the information, and then we've got over here, we've got the new plot numbers that we've brought in, and we've got all the private file, we've got the pipe work, we've got the inspection chambers, we've got the rocker pipes, sewer vent pipes, shallow inspection chambers, wide junctions where we've joined on. We've got all the details, and up here it's actually given us the values per plot. So that's how far we can develop the drainage tank off now. It seems to be working very well. This will also accommodate, if you've got backdrops, it will work out all your backdrops. You can put your echo channels in there. So basically you can pump everything into there, and it should all automatically kick out all of your lengths, give you a total summary, total bill, but it will also give you everything broken down into plots as well. So that's it for now. Hope you like that.